you filming?
Yeah.
Hi, so this is obviously the perfect time. We're in Germany, it's snowing, we're on our way to a workshop to do a little interview because our friend Cyrik in Poland wanted to ask me some questions for, I think, the juggling magazine in Poland, and then some other people wanted to ask some questions as well, so what better time than this, right? Okay, so question number one. How long have you been spinning with Poi? 6 years. But before then I did some martial arts, Tai Chi, dance, and some other things, so I was already kind of moving and dancing. And when I was a kid I juggled a little bit and played yo-yo. How did you feel in Ostrodo Fire Festival? We enjoyed the Ostrodo Fire Festival very much. It was really fun.
It was great.
We thought the community was really
cool
sweet there.
People, yeah.
And they got me properly drunk for the first time in years, so we had a really good time. And it was what we heard. We heard people in Poland would be really friendly, and that's what we found. What do you think about Polish spinners? How are we doing among other countries in poise? This is where Poland, like, as a nation, I think has low self-esteem, because everybody's always like, our language is so hard, we're no good at poi, but you guys are great. We were really impressed.
Yeah.
And also, like, the festival itself was really well organized, we thought. So I've been to lots of festivals, and you guys are doing really great, and I really want to see a contingent coming from Poland
to the EJC.
To the EJC, to some of the events next year, because at Play Festival and some of the other festivals, I was saying I was going to Poland, and people were saying, do people spin fire in Poland? And nobody knew anything about Poland in terms of, like, the poi or the fire spinning scene. So I think Poland should get a group together and get yourselves to come play, and then the world needs to know what great people Poland has. What did you do before you started to spin, and that helped a lot? I would say Tai Chi was my biggest influence, because Tai Chi is all about sort of building kind of a certain circular architecture into how your body moves, and all about how letting the movement of your center come out through your arms. So that's really, a lot of those ideas are what I applied to Poi, and so for me, Tai Chi to Poi was really perfect. And I'd also, but the other dance performance was also a big influence, of course. But Tai Chi was great. Yeah, dance is good. Watching martial arts, Jackie Chan movies was also probably a pretty good influence. What are your plans about? What are your plans for the closest future? God, I wish I knew.
So many plans,
too many plans, and I'm really broke. With some people, and that's okay. That'll work out. But you might not know, but I actually hired the people who I work with, and they all work for me at good rates, or with me at good rates. But when projects go 4 months over budget, it gets expensive. So I'm trying to figure out what to do next and what makes sense and how to work things out. But probably Thailand and then back to Bali, because Bali, I've got some projects there, and Bali would be good to go finish the jewelry and the clothing and all those things. And it was fun to do design work in Bali. So ultimately back to Bali. In which part of the world are you currently?
Germany.
Oh,
had to change the iris.
It's Germany, and it's November, and it was snowing on the train.
And we're on the road with...
What are your names again?
Carla and Irmi.
Yay!
Oh, nice introduction.
So that's where we are. We're going to a little town close to the Czech Republic, right? Yeah, go close to...
Oh, wait a minute.
The name is Kaiserhammer.
Kaiserhammer.
There you go. How do you think Poi world will change in the closest future? That's funny, because there's ways that Poi will evolve that I don't like, and there's ways that it's evolving that I really do like. And so part of what I'm trying to do is to sort of contribute to it evolving, or at least some of it evolving in a way that I like. I love the way Poi is going so global, and the way people all over the world are sharing. I love watching Poi be influenced by other art forms, and that's really what I want to do. Is I want to study Tai Chi and dance and yoga, and then I'd love to start making tutorials about how those all fit together. So for me, it's really interesting to watch that happen, and I think that's going to happen more and more. I think more and more people are going to start doing really amazing performances. I'm excited about that. I think next year at the EJC, the poi spinners are finally going to get the respect of the jugglers. So that's...
Has that not happened yet?
No, it's not happened yet.
Oh,
so far,
no.
the jugglers kind of laughing. I feel like last year at EJC, some of them were like,
Yeah.
you know, and I think next year, we're like, so like the biggest enthusiasts, you know, are coming.
Yeah.
And so I think next year we're going to do it. We're going to go.
Is Ronan going to be there?
Ronan's going to be there. Utah's going to be there. They're all going to be there. Everybody's coming to EJC Germany 2008. And this year the jugglers are finally going to look at the poi spinners and they're going to go, hey, it's okay. Not bad. And that'll be a real achievement. A bridge between the communities, finally. We have to start throwing poi in the air more, though, and then we'll really have the respect of the jugglers. Sometimes I don't like when I don't want to see poi become like a pageant. You know, like there's things I don't like about, you know, pageants, and there's things, you know.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Pageant is kind of like, and next up is, you know, so and so, and like the Olympics. Like I don't know. I don't know if I want poi to become competitive in that sense. I mean, there's probably positive things about that, but it's, you know, that whole thing like with like baton twirling, where you got these like 5-year-old girls who are taken away from their homes and forced to train 20 hours a week and give up their whole lives so they can.
But you know, that never happened with hula hooping, did it?
Not yet. No, that's the thing, is poi might not go that way.
Yeah.
So it's I'm really curious to see where poi is going to go as an art form and as a community, and as, you know, and also as an industry. Like I think there's a lot of goodwill in the whole community, from the businesses, from the artists. Like right now, it's things I love. It's a really beautiful thing right now, and I think that creates a lot of great opportunities. And so, like, that's why I'm curious whether I can help Sean and Prisna run Flow Toys to become a company with ethics, you know, making LED poi, or whether some company with no ethics will start knocking off really cheap LED poi and they'll be successful. I'd love to think that there's enough goodwill in the community that we can help the right people succeed and support the businesses that we think are putting their hearts in the right place. And so to me, that's also a really interesting dialogue, and that's part of it. If somebody just starts to play with poi, what would you advise them to practice? Simple things. You know, practice like your cross points. Practice play with circles. I see a lot of people, they try to always do the harder thing too quick, and so you can spend weeks trying something too hard and not getting anywhere. But if you figure out what's the building block, the simple thing, and really get that into your muscle memory and really sort of build the building blocks, then you can get so much better. And all the people I see who play really well, a lot of them do that. They'll play with one poi a lot. They'll just do little things, piece by piece, and then they get really great. But if you spend weeks like wailing yourself behind the back weave and still not be able to do it very well. So I just like really enjoy doing simple things and then build a good foundation. And then from that, you'll really enjoy it. Really enjoy poi. When you are to do a show, do you think about it earlier? Do you plan it? Yes. Usually, it depends on how much time there is to think about and plan it. I like planning things, or I like rehearsing. I love the creative process. It's fun just to improv when it's really the right music and the right feeling. But in Cortona, we did a great show. We only did a few rehearsals, but we got a beautiful group of people together, and we did a really, really special show. And it was so perfect when it happened. It was really a lot of fun, and it felt really good. It's my favorite show I've ever been a part of. What do you feel when you perform? Usually nervous. I usually feel nervous. It depends. I actually don't. I want to perform a lot. I don't perform much. I've been teaching workshops and traveling, and haven't been able to sort of build up a performance thing yet. But I would love all of you to. I think you'd like to see me perform, and I would like to perform. So if I love your support in seeing me perform, because I think I could do some really special shows, and that's what I want to do next summer. Is I want to come around with a show, not. Workshops are great, but I really have the heart of a performer. So
what are some specific ways that people can support you then?
Go to playpoi.com/participate, and then you can be part of the adventure.
Okay, greetings
Wir müssen jetzt da wieder raus, gell?
Ja. Oh Gott.
Oh, sorry.